gently move into twisting or turning the lower back. So here, start really quite gently. It's the morning practice. We're moving from a very yin state into a more yang state, and we'll take our time to do it. So mobilizing lower back, mobilizing the lumbar. Because the arms have been released, because the rest of the spine has been opened, the arms just loosely move as you turn from side to side. A few more times. And then we'll start to reduce the movement down. So gradually allowing it to subside. It's one of those movements that we can't really just stop it. We've got to just let it gradually go. And then once it's got back to a very small movement, we'll shift the awareness down into the bottom of the feet, and we'll start to shift the weight around the bottom of the feet. So here, doesn't matter whether it's front to back, side to side, or circles. We're just noticing the bottom of the feet, relaxing, allowing them to soften. Noticing the floor that you're standing on, the ground that you're standing on. And as the feet soften, Yongquan, bubbling spring, balls naturally opens. The ankles open. The knees soften. The hips open. So bringing a little bit more work into the legs, raise the hands up, and on the out breath, push down as if connecting down through Yongquan, through the balls of the feet into the earth. Then draw Qi up into lower dantian. The out breath expands out into the earth. The in breath draws up into lower dantian. Expanding out and gathering in your own time. With a focus on Qi, the physical legs just disappear. We only have Qi legs. Connecting very, very easily in both directions. Very relaxed. A few more times. And then the next time the hands come up in front of lower dantian, just pause for a moment. Notice what it's like to stand here with your very relaxed Qi legs. And then we start to connect up. So we lift the hands up as if connecting up through Tianmen, heavenly gate, up into the blue sky. And then drawing blue sky down into lower dantian. So the whole of the spine is open. The whole of the spine turning to Qi. Up through the Qi spine into the blue sky down through the Qi spine to lower dantian. Very relaxed. Qi flowing well. Kindness. It doesn't have to match with the breath, it simply follows the mind. If the mind is connecting up, the hands are connecting up. If the mind is drawing down, the hands are drawing down. The breath can help, but the mind is important. And then the next time the hands come down in front of lower dantian, allow them to pause. So we've connected out through Yongchuan on the bottom of the feet. We've connected up through Tianmen. Now we're going to connect out through the arms, out into the space around us, center of the palms, Lao Gong, open, connecting out in all directions, gathering back. So the whole body relaxing, the whole physical body is turning into Qi. Qi flowing well. When we expand out in all directions. Go back from all directions. We remain centered, but the awareness expands and gathers back. A few more times. And the next time the hands draw back in front of lower dantian, allow them to rest in front of lower dantian. The whole body very relaxed, the whole body turned into Qi. And the mind is quiet. The mind is centered. We can release the hands to the side and just allow the body to gently sway. And start to bring awareness into the space that you're standing in. Notice the space immediately around you. The Qi body expanding out. And then we can expand the awareness out and connect to everybody in this shared practice session. Everybody sharing practice together. Everybody connected. Supported and supporting one Qi field. And then this one Qi field expands out further. This shared space. You can expand the awareness out further into Hunyuan Qi, out into blue sky, out into the universe. People everywhere in similar practices connecting into one Qi field. One Qi. Everything connected. And then gently we draw the awareness back. We draw the mind back inside. And the intention for this morning's practice is Qi is flowing well. Everything is healthy. Qi is flowing well. Everything is healthy. Starting the practice, starting the movement. The thumbs gently turn back. And as they turn back, notice how the shoulder blades open and the spine gently opens. Comes forwards, front of the body opens. Starting very softly. Thumbs turn back. The spine opens. Thumbs forwards, front of body opens. Thumbs back, the spine opens. And gradually allowing this movement to increase in size. Thumbs turn a little bit further each time. And as they do this, we can take a little while with the awareness on the breath. So as the thumbs turn forwards and the hands rise. Natural in breath. As the thumbs turn back and the back opens, we squeeze the lungs, and this is a natural. Opening the lungs and breathing in, opening the lung channels. Squeezing the lungs, breathing out. Working. Allowing the movement to get bigger and bigger. Opening the lungs working really, really well, really healthy. And then allowing the movement to gradually get bigger and bigger. And as the movement gets bigger, shift the awareness from the lungs into the central channels, into Renmai and Dumai, the governing and conception vessels. So opening the front of the body, opening the back of the body. Bigger and bigger movements. These two meridians affect all the other meridians. So as we open Renmai and Dumai, all of the other channels naturally open. As we bend down, all the channels in the legs can open. As we rise up, all the channels in the arms can open. Renmai and Dumai. It's not about a big movement, it's about creating space so Qi flows well. Connecting up into blue sky. Connecting down into the earth. And all channels open. Keeping going a little bit longer. The whole body relaxed, qi flowing well. A couple more times. So the next time the hands get to the top, not this time, the next time the hands get to the top, pause, connected up into blue sky. Connecting up into blue sky. Draw feet together. And then we're coming into bow body. So starting from the top of the neck, one vertebra at a time, release and move back and bow down. Rolling the spine down. Working down through the whole spine, taking your time. All the way down. Keeping legs straight. And when the body is as far as it can go, imagine the breath. The in-breath travels up through the legs to the lower dantian. The out-breath travels out through the spine and the arms. And as we breathe out, we press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift from Ming Men, the small of the back, and turn to the left, keeping legs straight. Again, breath up through the legs, out through the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lifting from Ming Men and turning to the right. Pressing down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lifting from Ming Men, turning to the front, hands behind the legs, massage back of legs, massage back of ankles, keeping legs straight. And then forehead towards knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the hands forwards. Lift the tailbone up and allow the body to hang down. Then sink the tailbone down and start to open the spine from the bottom, unwinding. Hands rising up into blue sky as the spine straightens. Body moving freely. Like a reed in the river, the front and the back just gently opening, releasing. Then one more time, bow body down. Working from the top of the neck, down through the cervical spine, into the thoracic spine, through the thoracic into the lumbar, all the way down to the tip of the tailbone. And when you're as far as you can, press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Lift from Ming Men. Turn to the left. Press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift from Ming Men and turn to the left. Press down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift from Ming Men and turn to the front. Hands behind the legs, massaging back of legs. Keeping legs straight and drawing forehead towards knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Release the hands forward. Lift tailbone up, body hanging down. Sink tailbone down. Spine unfurling, unwinding.
Rising all the way up. And then moving freely. Whole of the body opens up. Hands connecting up into blue sky and draw Qi down. So to start with, drawing Qi down through all of the bones, down through every vertebra in the spine. Bright and healthy, Qi is abundant. All the way down to the tip of the tailbone. Take your time. The tailbone move to the hips, down through the legs. The marrow bright, the marrow healthy. All the way down through knees and ankles into feet, down into the earth, and gather Qi, lift Qi up. Draw Qi down through the bone, through the marrow, bright and healthy. All the way down through the whole of the spine, all of the ribs. Continuing down to the tip of the tailbone, to the hips, down through the legs. Qi is abundant and the marrow is bright. Gather Qi and lift Qi up. And draw Qi down. Down through the marrow. The marrow includes the brain and the spinal column. All of the marrow, bright. All of the structure, the skeleton, healthy. Down to the tip of the tailbone. Back to the hips. Drawing down through the legs. The bones healthy and bright. The marrow healthy. All the way down. At the bottom, gather Qi and lift Qi up. And this time we'll draw Qi down through upper dantian, the space in the head. The space in the chest. Through lower dantian, the space in the abdomen. Down to the base of the pelvic area, down to Hui Yin, gently lifting to the legs, drawing Qi down through the legs, all the way down to Yang Shuang, to bubbling spring, balls of the feet. and then lift chi up. 2 more times. Draw chi down. And lower dantian. Out to the legs, down through the legs. Chi flowing well. Lift chi up. Drawing chi down through the chi body, through upper dantian, Shenji Palace. To middle dantian, Hunyuan Palace. To lower dantian, Mingmen Palace. And then down through the legs. All the way down to Yongchuan, out into the earth, gather chi and lift chi up. And this time we'll draw chi down to lower dantian. Chi shower, drawing down as far as lower dantian. Hands paws in front of lower dantian. Body is centered. Chi is flowing well. Tianmen, heavenly gate, top of the head, open. Yongchuan, bubbling spring, balls of the feet, open. Lao Gong, center of palms, open. Big Lachi, so we expand out through Tianmen, through Yongchuan, through Lao Gong, all the way out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Huge. Then gather back in and squat down. Huilu, the coccyx, sinking down, gathering into lower dantian. Bahui, the crown lifts, and we expand out in all directions. Big Lachi. Gathering in, squatting down. Expanding out, rising up. Gather in. Huilu down. Bahui up, expanding out. Huilu down, gathering in. Bahui up, expanding out. Huilu down, gathering in. Bahui up, expanding out. Down. Up. It's just chi moving. Down. Up. Couple more. Down. Up. Last one. Down. Up. And as the hands expand out, let them continue up into blue sky. And draw Qi down. A Qi shower traveling down through the entire body. It can travel down the front, the back, the center, doesn't matter. Just allowing Qi to flow down through the entire body, traveling smoothly down and then lifting up. In your own time, drawing Qi down, enjoying, filling up with blue sky passing through effortlessly. Couple more times. The next time the hands come down to lower dantian, allow them to pause. Allowing the whole body to be centered and relaxed. And then expanding out, all into blue sky, out in all directions. Gathering back and squatting down, Huilu down, gathering in. Ba Hui up, expanding out. Huilu down. Ba Hui up. Down. Up. Down. Mingmen is open, lower dantian, filling with Qi. Up. Expanding out through the entire body. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Effortless. Down. Only Qi moving. Gathering in. Up. Expanding out. Down. Up. One more. Down. Up. Hands continue up, up into blue sky. And draw Qi down. Down through the entire body, Qi flowing well. If any areas feel a little slow, just allow Qi to move through them. The aim is Qi flowing well through the entire body in your own time, lifting Qi up, drawing Qi down. Enjoy the Qi shower. Travel wherever it wants, down the back, down the front, down the center. Couple more times. Enjoy. And then the next time the hands pass lower dantian, or the next time the hands get to lower dantian, allow them. The whole body very relaxed. Qi flowing well. So before we come into the final exercise, I just invite you to join me in saying Sung 3 times. Sung is relax. It's a resonance that just releases the whole body. So breathing in, everything relaxed. Breathing in, whole body relaxed. Qi flowing well. One more time, breathing in. Very, very relaxed. Okay, moving into the last section of the practice. Open the feet. Come into a wider stance and squat down slightly. Very, very relaxed. And the right hand reaches out, gathers blue sky and draws blue sky in. The left hand reaches out, gathers blue sky, draws blue sky in. So shifting from one side to the drawing Qi in, gathering Qi. Mobilize the legs, it turns the spine. Every part of the body can work with this. If you have space, you can even use this walking form. Just gathering Qi in. Filling with blue sky. Again, just enjoy. Relax into this movement. Notice how it is today. Every day is different. The body can move however it needs to. A few more times, gathering in. And then starting to reduce the movement and allowing the hands to come in to settle in front of lower dantian. This may happen quite quickly, it may take a little while. But bringing the mind home and allowing the mind to settle in lower dantian. Both hands facing upwards. Then both hands, palms facing up, spiral all the way up into blue sky. Connecting up into blue sky and pausing. So again, front of the body is open. Mind is expanded up into blue sky. The thumbs draw forwards. Both hands spiral forwards, palms facing up, and they spiral out to the horizon. Connecting out into the far distance and pausing. Mind expanded out hugely. Out into nature. Out into Hunyuanji. Keep the mind out. Expanded, and allow the body to release. A few more breaths here. Expanded out, releasing. And then the thumbs draw back under the armpits. We squat down slightly and we gather chi into lower dantian. And then spiral up. Spiral out. And gather back. Up. Out. And back. Up. Out. And back in your own time. The whole body is involved. It's like lachi. We're just expanding up and out and back. The whole body moving, chi flowing in all places. Notice the speed that you're traveling at today. The way the practice feels today. Every day is different. Every day moves differently. If we keep the palms facing up, we introduce just a little bit more opening coming through the whole body. We're creating space in every joint. A few more times. And the next time the hands get to the top, not this time, the next time the hands get to the top, allow them to pause at the top. Connected up into blue sky. And then draw chi down through the central channel of the body, through the center of the body, palms spiraling down, still facing upwards, all the way down to lower dantian. Then pushing back with little fingers, the hands spiral out to the sides and up, and draw chi down. They spiral out and up. Draw chi down. There is only chi. The whole of the spine is mobilized, the whole of the body is mobilized, and then we draw chi down. few more times. So the next time the hands get to the top, allow the hands to pause, connected up into blue sky. And from quite a physical movement, quite a big movement, we'll draw feet together. And we'll come back to a softer movement. Draw chi down, more subtle, more fine, more penetrating. All the way down to lower dantian. We're still squatting down slightly before the hands spiral out and up. But just using something more subtle. Draw chi down. Coming back into lower dantian. Hands spiraling out and up and drawing chi down to lower dantian. Keep going. Keep going. Hands spiraling up. Draw chi down. All of that space that we've created through the body. We're now drawing chi down, resettling. Chi flowing well. Everything healthy. Chi flowing well. Everything healthy. A few more times. A few more times. And then the next time the hands come down in front of lower dantian, turn the palms to face lower dantian. The whole body paused, the whole body relaxed and centered. And then to draw to a close, raise the hands up to Hersha hands, to prayer position. The hands continue up in front of the face, above Tianmen, above Bahui, and they continue up into blue sky, and they separate forwards and they expand out. All the way out towards the horizon. And then palms turn to face up and the mind expands out forwards, expanding out in all directions, huge, connected out into blue sky. The middle fingers connect back. Upper dantian. Upper dantian, chi is abundant, bright, full of blue sky. Elbows draw back close to the body. Middle fingers connect into Daba, connecting to the middle of the chest, into middle dantian and Hunyuan palace. All functions normal. Chi is abundant. Chi is abundant. Fingers push back into the space behind and expand out, unwinding forwards, out into blue sky, and draw blue sky back into lower dantian. Lower dantian, chi is abundant. And the hand rests on the hand, rests on Du Qi. The mind rests in lower dantian. Full of Qi, full of potential, quiet and centered. Release the hands to the sides. Ease back into the physical. Ease back into the space. Have a little shake, have a little move. And then we'll finish with a joyful howler. So hands up. 1, 2. Howler. Oh, one more. Howler. Shisha, thank you. Thank you.